So today's topic, before that, I saw all of you participating in the questions. Lovely. I don't know how many of you or all of you are part of the WhatsApp group. Some of the questions that Ethika team has been posting, and I saw several answers which were quite interesting, especially the question where I asked, how do you deal with your own stress? Some amazing answers came up and very innovative answers also. So I was very happy that I'll be talking with this group who deal with stress already in a very beautiful way. Now, how do we go to the next level? Okay, so before we start, this is how I want to go in this session today. Dealing with stress, we have been reading about it, watching videos. I'm sure you would have attended a lot of sessions around it. So it's not new for you. I don't want to repeat those things which you have already seen it. Even if you ask me to give a session, perhaps it may be a repetition, but I don't want that repetition to happen. It will not be the best use of your time and my time too. So I want to have this whole session as an exploration journey. And for any exploration, I want you to participate. Participate with your ideas, thoughts, answers, questions. Be very prompt in asking and answering the questions and sharing your ideas. The more you bring onto the table, the more everybody gets. And the more everybody else will also get encouraged to get and bring on the table. Is that fair enough idea for the session? Like, this is how we'll operate today. Are you all with me?
Yeah, Prabhat.
Thank you, Suresh.
Yeah. Hey, Prabhat.
Yes. Thank you, Kiran.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm happy that some more people are talking. Thank you, Srinivas. I thought only Kiran is assigned to speak today.
Ethika is paying for me to acknowledge you.
All right.
Joking.
Yeah. So I want others also to participate. I'll tell you, even if you're not paying for it, there's one person who's paying for it. You know who's that person? And he's paying very heavily. Any idea who's that person who's paying?
Prabhat? It's Prabhat.
No, Prabhat's payment is not the highest. Somebody else who's paying highest. Very heavy payment is this.
Parents, each parent?
No.
The child?
The child.
Child.
Child is given 1 hour. You see that? It's not an easy and small amount. It's a big thing. It's Saturday. Child is expecting you to be with himself or herself. But child is granting you, okay, fine, go have your 1 hour. It's a huge payment.
True. That's
Right?
true.
Let's not waste it. Let's make full use of it and then go back to the child and have a blast. A fantastic weekend. Okay? So with that, let me start. Today I'll start with the blank mind map, okay? Generally I bring pre-drafted mind map. Today I thought, let me start with blank. Okay? So do you see? Can you see my screen? It's not quite blank, but I have only one question, okay, just to begin with. What is stress? What do you understand by stress? If people can enlighten.
Fear of unknown.
Fear of unknown. But that's fear, right? What is stress?
Yes, stressed about like what will be the outcome, what will be the future, the situation. So we don't know. Insecurity leads to stress.
Right. So you're insecure about how it would be.
Yes.
And that is leading to stress. Okay. Right. What else?
That's one thing. Another thing is that if too many things are in our plate, we may not be able to complete on time, and that indirectly puts pressure on us.
So pressure is like too many things, and
too many things, and we will not be able to prioritize, or we will not be able to complete all the things as planned.
Again, a fear that you will not be able to prioritize or complete.
Right.
Right? This may not be real, by the way. Right?
Yes.
You may be far more capable than what is there on your plate, but the fear is not allowing you to express fully.
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay. What else?
Burden of expectation, that also leads to stress.
Whose expectation?
It can be the child's expectation from parent or parent's expectation from child. Both.
All right. So for let's say we are talking about yourself, then it's your child's expectations from you that is leading to stress.
True.
And if it is your child, then a lot of expectations of people around
Everyone, correct.
from the child is
From the child and from the parents, like how they should be bringing up the child.
so a lot of people, parents, grandparents,
Everyone.
society, teachers, even passers-by on the road, they also expect every child to be certain way.
Yes.
So whole world is expecting from every child.
Everyone.
Lovely, lovely. What else? Any other thought? Okay, let me share something that I was just surfing on the web and I found something. Not in psychology way, but it went in physics way. Okay, let me bring up whiteboard. Let me share my. Okay, can you see my whiteboard?
Yes.
Hey, hang on. This is where I will not be able to write. I have my own whiteboard. Where is it? Why it is not visible? Just give me a second. I'm wondering why. Okay, okay. Hopefully my pen writes on this. Oh, okay, I'm able to write. Good. So from physics perspective, there are two words that let me present here. Okay, there is one word called stress, which is our topic today, and there is another word called pressure. Okay, and physics differentiates it very well. What it says, if there is a system, okay, that's a physics term, like there is a system. So pressure is always external for the system. So pressure is always from outside. It can never be from inside. And stress is always inside. It is never outside. Okay. So how stress is defined? Stress is defined as resistance to external pressure. So if somebody is trying to crush the system or move the system or shape it in such a certain way, the whole object is resisting the whole change. And that's why stress is coming in. Okay. Now, if the object, let's say it is wet mold, let's say atta. Before you make roti, you knead the atta. If you apply pressure to do shape in certain way, does it resist? Doesn't resist much, right? It takes the pressure and takes the shape as you want to give it. So not much of stress is getting generated inside that object. But I'll give you another. How many of you eaten that sweet called Bombay Halwa? Anybody who has not heard about it? Bombay Halwa? Only green or red color you'll get in the sweet shops. Now don't tell me because of lockdown you have forgotten about the sweets also. Huh? Did you? Especially if Deboshmita says that she forgot about sweets, then it'll be really a joke, huh? Okay, so I may pick some of the names, okay? Okay. So Bombay Halwa is known for its little toughness. If you try to press it, mold it, it doesn't go very well. It resists. Right? That means inside the halwa, the piece of it, the stress is getting generated. Okay. Okay. So if can we mute? Okay. Yeah. So if my mic is on, right? Yeah. Okay. So if somebody is applying pressure on me to do certain things in certain way, and I'm resisting that, why this way? Why I don't want to do it? I don't want to do it now. I don't want to do it this way. Lot of these resistance. That's where stress generates inside us. It is not the pressure. It is the resistance to the pressure that is creating stress. Okay, I'll give you an example. If I ask you that you get up in the morning at 5 a.m. starting tomorrow, how many of you will totally agree? 100% agree. Nobody? Oh, that's...
What's the question?
If I ask you to wake up at 5 a.m. starting tomorrow, 5 in the morning.
I'm already used to it.
Good.
I wake up at 5:30 sharp.
No, I'm saying 5.
5 is still better.
But see, can you see so much of resistance in the room here? People are not even agreeing. So much of resistance. If I force you to do that, do you see how much stress it will generate? That's what is stress. The pressure is not stress. Your resistance is stress. If you agree, then there is no stress. That means my instruction is not creating stress. What is creating stress is you're not being willing to agree.
Actually, the better example will be like lockdown. Don't go out.
Yeah.
This is really creating stress.
It's amazing. Just think about it. If there were no lockdown, okay, and then somebody asked, you have to be in office for 18, 20 hours. What will you say? I want to go home.
Yeah.
Okay. Can somebody allow me to be at home for next 1 week, 1 month, 1 year? Can somebody allow? You will wish for that. Now your wish is granted. Now we started resisting it. So Aarti, you rightly said, lockdown we are resisting. That's why stress is coming in. But if you take it as a benefit, wow, I am there at the safest place possible on this planet. At my home, with my people, with my loved ones. What else can be the better place to be there? And not to all the time be there only. So wonderful. You can do a lot of things. Yes, you may not be able to do all the things. But a lot of those things which you always wanted to do, now you can. If not all, some of them. Do them. When time permits, opportunity permits, you'll do other things also. Okay, so that's a different thing. But do you realize how stress is generated? Is it, are you with me all?
Yes.
Good. Now, the same way it happens with a child. Same way. Say, you want your child to join online class. Okay. Child will be very happy. Oh, you'll give me a computer? Wow. It's so fantastic. You'll give me a phone? It's so fantastic. Wow. Can I touch the keyboard? Can I do some typing? Can I explore? Can I touch the mouse? It's so wonderful. All right. After 1 month, 2 months, Mama, I don't want to go there. Why? I don't like it. But you have to join the class, no? We have paid the fee. You have to join the class. I don't want to. That's all right, but you have to join. Now, what will the child do? Child would want to play, resist. Can I go? Can I go susu? and can I go get water, whatever ways, right? Want to get away from the seat. That's how my children do.
Correct.
My children will find 100 reasons to get away from the chair. I have two, so I make them sit at two places. Now they find new reasons every day to get at one place and create all the halagulla.
Correct.
Right? Now, they are not stressed, they are having fun. But the moment I make them sit here, they resist. I don't want to sit here, but I have to sit here. That creates stress. Right? This is only online class. There are hundreds of other things that we are doing. So now is the opportunity to just look back. What are the things that we are doing that may be causing stress to the child? What are those things? So online class is one. What else is causing stress or maybe causing stress in children?
Our expectation from the child to do something.
Expectations to do some things and in certain way only.
Right.
Okay. Certain things, certain ways only. Right? Maybe some more limitations. Specific time and place. Right? For instance, if you leave the child free, child will continue singing all the rhymes, poems. But the moment you say, now you sing in front of the uncle or aunt, done. They're not going to do that. But expectation is, the way I ask, you should do that, especially at those times when I ask you. Izzat ka sawal hai na? So, and this creates stress in children. Right? I'll give you another thing, very beautiful. All of us do that. Okay? There's something very important in our life called, any idea what I'm going to write? Very important. Right? Now we want our children to eat that specific thing, okay, at specific time with certain speed in certain style. You see that?
Yeah, food and clothing are also the problem.
That a clean. So if I give sabji and roti to my children, I want my children to break a piece of roti, take sabji and then eat. My children say, Papa, maybe you eat that way. I eat this way, okay? I eat the roti separately, I eat the sabji separately. What's the problem? No, I want you to eat that way. And that creates stress. Child is fine. I say, beta, you will feel dry. Papa, I don't feel dry. I eat like this only. But we don't allow.
Yeah.
You see that? Our expectations, our styles, our imposed ideas and thoughts. All we want is eat the food what I have served. Okay, can I eat it in my way? No. You have to eat the food I have served in my way at whenever I give and the place I give. You see that? And that creates a lot of stress. Right? Now, when we were talking about stress and pressure, pressure may lead to stress if resistance is there. When resistance happens, when we apply too much pressure. Right amount of pressure is fantastic. But the moment you increase the amount of pressure, resistance will begin and stress forms. So we need to be very cautious to not break that boundary of or thin line of pressure to too much pressure. Okay. And what's the litmus test? The moment you see that child starts resisting, that means you have applied too much pressure. Take a step back. Okay. So that's a very simple test. What is happening there? Okay. Now, to deal with stress, there are two ways of doing it. Let me take example of, let's say, Hussain Sagar. All of you know what is Hussain Sagar? Anybody who doesn't know? I assume not everybody is from Hyderabad, so they don't know. They may not know what is Hussain Sagar. Hussain Sagar is, Hyderabad's crown or heart. Right? Not crown, the heart of Hyderabad. Okay, its shape also is like heart. And Hyderabad for people who are not in Hyderabad, it's a super clean water reservoir. You can take a holy dip in that. Okay, if you take a dip, you'll be holy after that. So, right, Hyderabad people, do you agree?
We are getting stress.
Yeah, if you, I like it. So if you take a holy dip in Hussain Sagar, you will get holy stress. All right. Okay. So, and talking on facts here now. So Hussain Sagar is extremely dirty, very polluted water, extremely polluted. I mean, you just can't even walk around because so much stink comes out of it. People who pass by, they know it. Now there are two ways to get it cleaned. Okay, not exclusive, together. One, clean the water. Okay, so take out all the dirt. It's very simple. And second, stop putting dirt in that. Okay, stop putting dirt in that. Similarly, if we experience stress, there are two things to be done. One, get this stress out. And second, close the door so that no more stress can come in. Okay, are you with me so far? Two ways of dealing with stress or getting rid of stress.
Yeah.
Okay? Looks like, Kiran is paid for it, so Kiran is made to respond. Huh? Okay. Others, are you with me? Other than Kiran?
Yeah.
And Suresh?
Yes.
Srinivas, Aarti,
Yes,
good.
I'm
Thank
with you.
Thank you. I'm also feeling like I'm not talking to the computer only. Huh? Okay. So to deal with this stress, one is you have to draw a very clear boundary. Okay, door is closed. You cannot come in anymore. And second, whatever is there, take it out. So the taking out is easier and short. Let me deal with that first upfront. Okay. I'm sure you have gone through, you have read it also, a lot of it, you have gone through it. Any idea how this stress is stored in the body? It's stored somewhere, right? How is it stored?
In subconscious mind.
How about what's the physical, it must be some physical form, right? What's that physical form?
In angriness.
Yeah, that anger is still an emotion, but inside the body, how is it stored? Inside the body, what all we have? We have flesh, we have bones, we have blood, we have got a lot of enzymes, we have got nerves.
Hormonal.
Hormones, yeah. Deboshmita, you were saying something?
Yeah, hormones I was mentioning.
Hormones, okay. So they are some kind of either hormones or enzymes, different, but they are secreted. They're not stored.
Yeah, they're secreted.
They're formed.
Yes.
If stress is stored. How is it stored? It certainly is not enzymes and hormones right now. It has become something else. What is that?
Stored in the mind.
What's the physical form? In the brain, it must be stored something. Or if you're saying mind is elsewhere too, so wherever. Okay, let me give one of the easiest way to understand. It's not the only way, but one of the ways stress is stored in our body is called free radicals. You know what is free radicals? They are very, they are some kind of chemicals. They are highly reactive. Whatever it comes across, it tries to make a bond and change the nature.
Oxidizes it.
It's a free radical, very reactive chemicals. And they get stored in your joints. They are the best place to get stored. They are in your joints. And that's why whenever you are angry and stressed for too long, you'll notice that your joints start hurting. Or your body will get stiff. For prolonged stress, your body will start getting stiff. That means, let me use a very rudimentary word called, these are unwanted material called kachra inside the body. And they're unwanted. We don't want it inside. So if the garbage collection that happen inside your computer, similarly, if inside the body there is the garbage collection system, if that is not happening properly, then more storage will happen, and then it will do whatever it has to do with time. But if garbage collection is fantastic, it will never let the deposit happen. Are you with me so far?
Yes.
Are you resonating with the thought here? Yeah, the garbage needs to be collected and disposed of.
Yeah.
Right.
Very amazing.
Right. Then free radicals, to get rid of them, there is one very easy way to do that. Any idea what it could be? The easiest way to do it. There are many other ways, but I want to share only the easiest ways. What it could be. Any thoughts?
Practice yoga daily.
Say that again, Kiran.
Practice yoga daily.
Practice yoga daily. All right, fine. It may not be easy for everybody. You do that, I know it. And Ethika is facilitating a lot of yoga classes in the morning. Those who attend can do, but what about others? Right. Okay. How many of you want to know? If you don't want to know, I'll skip the topic.
No, we want to know this.
I like the fear of missing out, FOMO. I like it.
Even when this enormous pressure, we should take it lightly. Rather than taking it to mind, we should take it lightly and move forward.
But that's what is close the door, not to stress coming. I say, what is there? How do you get it out?
Okay.
Positive thinking.
But what does that mean? How will you think positive? Stress is inside. It won't let you think positive. It'll keep poking you somewhere here, somewhere there. Okay. I'll give you very easy, very simple. All of us have access to that. So if there is kachra in your home, let's say you're on a balcony, how will you clean it? Some dust, some dirt fallen on the balcony. How will you clean?
My wife will clean that.
But how the cleaning is done? Whoever does it, but how the cleaning is done?
Take a broomstick and
take a broomstick and sweep it off. Right? Or maybe take a bucket of water and everything will flow into the drain. Right? So in sweep, if you take a broomstick, you have to do a lot of work. But if you take water and just connect with a pipe, so just sit at one corner and spray. It will take its dirt on its own. You see, the water is doing your work. Now, the same water can do the cleaning inside your body also. If you take sufficient water, it flushes all the deposited free radicals with itself and it takes it away. It cleans your body. All of you drink water,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
right? Now you need to drink more often, maybe little quantity, but more often, regularly, whole day. That continuously keep flushing it off. If you drink it in one shot, then body disposes the water itself. Okay, it doesn't let it do any work. But if you take it little throughout the day, then body takes it, let it assimilate and let it does its work inside the body. So it's very simple for yourself also and for your child also. Consumption of fluid helps you to clean up garbage from inside your body, including stress. Okay? For you, it's very important. For child, the smaller the child, they are mostly on liquid diet only. But as they grow, you need to inspire them by consuming water yourself regularly. Little whole day. Okay? Is that easy?
Yes.
How many of you will not do it?
No, we'll definitely try this.
I thought Aarti is saying I will not do. Just kidding. Good. Thank you, Aarti, for acknowledging quickly. Do that. It has magical effects. It sounds very simple, but it has magical effects. If it has a power of flushing off all the kachra from your body. As simple as that. Okay. Plus, it gives you a lot of other benefits, and you know that already. So I'm not repeating that. That's not the topic now. Topic is only cleaning up the stress. So that's one where we clean up the stress. Now let's look at, and there are many other which you are wise enough. I wanted to share only the simplest way and the easiest way to do that, most effective. Now, how do you close the door so that no stress can walk into your life anymore? Or you don't create stress for children. Okay. Now, you know, when we create stress, whatever we want, it's not going to happen. All of you understand that?
Yes.
Right. So at that time, the more you put pressure, the more stress it is creating, and the chances of that not happening is also growing. So stop. It's not working. Okay. Stress doesn't work with children. The more you create a situation where child needs to resist, that means it's not working. It's simply not working. Now, what needs to be done? First, take a step back. First thing, stop doing that and take a step back. Let's not add more pressure and create more stress. That's the first thing. Okay. Second thing, think about whatever I am saying, is that really necessary? Or what percentage of whatever I am saying is really necessary to follow? Right? Like I'll tell you what happens with my children, okay? If you give them, say, puri, okay, puri and sabji. Okay, chodo jane do, that's today. Let's say they were eating sambar and rice, okay? And there was some curry. So what they did, they finished the curry upfront. Rice is untouched, sambar is untouched. So my wife came and said, what is this? Is that the way to eat? They looked at and gave a nice, that naughty smile. Yes, we eat like this only. She became furious. What is this? One, you're doing mischief, and then second, you're laughing at me. No, it's not. There is no stress for a child yet. It is stress for the parent yet.
Right.
because you're pressurizing and eat it this way only. So I said, okay, relax. I told them, okay, whatever is served, you have to finish it. So they said, yes, Papa, we'll finish it. I said, done. Then you relax, you eat your food. She said, okay, fine. They also ate properly and then finished. Though in their own style, little bit here, this makes, that makes, kabhi dry rice, kabhi only sambar. They put the sambar in a glass and say, Papa, I want to drink like water. Okay, fine. But you have to finish it. What is served?
But Prabhat, sometimes it's not that easy, like that the kids want to do in this way, and we also say that okay, like you do
Can you
in
give me a
this way only.
specific example?
Specific example, I can say that as my kids have it to hit or nailed, and if I say don't nail me or don't hit me, then she don't agree with that things. Like many times I say that don't do this, but she used to do that only. If she gets angry, she started hitting or nailing or like that.
Okay. So you said child is angry. What made him angry? What's his name?
If I don't listen whatever she want to do.
Okay. What's your child's name?
Her name is Eva Tiwari.
Eva.
She
Okay.
is
So
now 3.5 years.
3.5 year Eva. So Eva gets angry and she starts nailing you, hitting you, and whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Now she doesn't want to do something and you pressurized.
Correct.
Right. So first thing, what do you need to do? Take a step back first. The pressure is not working.
Okay.
Okay. The more you pressure, the more she will nail you. I'll give you my example today. Okay. What happened? So my children saw me. They have been seeing me exercise for some time. So they said, Papa, can we also do the same exercise? I said, yeah, why not? What stops you? So they started doing push-ups. They said, Papa will do push-ups. I said, so we become very strong. The moment you come to us that do it this and you apply force, we will resist. I got cautious. Hey, what's happening? These guys are growing strength now. So today they are thinking, if I really happen to put pressure, I don't know if tomorrow they respond also.
Yeah, correct. They do this.
Right. Now, that means my pressure is anyway not working.
Yeah, so I say that you can't hit elder. You can't hit.
Right. Now, it is not that you can't hit elders. Okay. Everybody has right to protect themselves. Self-defense is their birthright. Right. The moment you pressurize, it's nothing like hostile movement to them. They will protect themselves.
Yeah. She's doing that to protect herself.
That's it. Right. So let's first stop attacking. Okay. Let's not be violent in either word or action.
Okay.
Both ways. Yeah. Okay. The first thing that I do in such situation, if the child is little disturbed, really agitated, like that's what one of my child came and real agitated. Papa, he took snatched this toy from me. I want that. I want to play with him right now. I play with that thing only right now. I just listen to him. I give a nice hug to him. Okay, I'm listening fully. So you did this, this has happened. You want to play with that? And he got that. I listened to him fully. I gave a nice hug. Just stayed there for 2-3 minutes, just like that. I held him, been like that. Okay. Then he turned here and there. He looked at. I had with this pen outside. This is writes on the screen. So he looked at. Oh, Papa, you have taken out the pen. So what are you going to do with it? I said, I'm going just testing it because I have a session. I might need to use it. And he said, oh, you have a session today? All right. So you see, His whole attitude changed from disturbed and agitated. Everything is gone. He is there with me, asking me questions. We are talking. And after a minute, I said, okay, so can I prepare my equipment here? Can I set it up? Can you go and play with yourself? Yes, Papa. Went. Where is his complaint? Vanished. Hey, did I do anything? Nothing. Did I solve the problem? No. But his agitation is gone. But if I start complaining, oh, you cannot complain about everything, these small things every day, you have to deal with it yourself. You two are brothers, you cannot fight like that, cannot snatch, all those consequences and punishments and rules and blahs and blah, blah, blah. If I put, stress comes in. And he is anyway not listening, will respond also with equal anger. And I'm sure I don't like that. How many of you experience something similar?
With my younger one, yes.
Your younger one, yeah. Aarti is also saying, you are pins her nicely. Right. Who else? Anybody else who experiences similarly?
Yes.
Srinivas also. Okay. So are you seeing what is that you need to stop doing? As a parent, I have to stop doing something. Okay. And your 1 hour investment today will be fruitful only if you identify at least one thing that you not do and do something new, totally different instead of that. Totally new, which you have not done so far with the child.
So we can say that we should divert kids' mind rather than just giving them the instructions.
Yes and no. Yes is perfectly fine because diversion has to happen, but you will not divert them. Diversion will happen. How it will happen? I'm just letting the child express so that whatever kachra is there, it comes out by the expression. Okay. And if child is too angry, then perhaps you offer a glass of water. Just have a sip of water, then we'll talk. Both of us have little water. Okay. The water plays magic, you know. So have little water and I said, okay, now tell me what's happening. Listen to the full story as if you are extremely interested in the full story. Okay, acknowledge, ask questions, seek details, the whole listening thing, right? Actively listen, full attention. You may not be able to solve the problem, may not want to solve the problem. That's not the point. Point is, let the child express and you receive the expression. After that, child becomes empty. Now child will look for a connection with you. Now child will not take the initiative. You have to take the initiative. And that one of the initiative is hugging. Okay. Remember, hugging in this era of COVID has become very minimal these days, right?
It's more of bringing a change in their mood rather than diverting them, right?
Yeah. Create a,
Yes.
you know, that monsoon season. It cools down. And hugs are amazing because we are missing a lot these days. So give your child that hug after full expression. You will connect with the child immediately. Whatever is the age of child, doesn't matter. Give a nice hug. Be there for a minute or as long as you can. Okay, not formality wala hug. It's a loving hug. Be there. Your child will feel satisfied and then strike a new subject altogether. Your job is done. With me so far?
Yes.
Aarti, you wanted to say something?
No.
No?
Yeah,
Not feeling
sometimes it's
confident?
become.
You got muted again.
Sometimes it become difficult for me, like as you are now cool down, and sometimes I'm in stress, and to handle that situations that become difficult.
So when you are in stress, first you have to handle your stress.
Yeah.
And you know it very well, no? How to do that?
Yes. To
How do you
drink
do that?
water. To drink water.
That's first.
Yes. Definitely, I'll try that thing.
And if you want more suggestions,
Yeah.
then WhatsApp group, there are some beautiful answers there. The whole range of it. Go for a walk. Somebody said, I go to a friend and talk until I feel light. You see what I said? The child needs to express and be empty. You also need to express and be empty. Right? That's why we need friends. You need to go to a friend and express. If you're not able to do with your spouse, ideally you can do with your spouse. If you're able to do that. If you're not able to do that, at least find a friend and do that. Okay? If you're still not able to find, you have my number, call me. Is that all right?
Yes.
Okay? And I will listen to you. Okay? I may not be able to solve, but I'll certainly listen to you. Okay? So, first deal with your stress by emptying yourself fully.
Yes.
Then only you can help the child to empty himself or herself. Then establish connection. And then a new topic. You're done. You can deal with any situation with this. Now, Aarti, question to you, okay? If Eva is pinning you, what will you do?
Actually, I have question in my mind, like as these days she want to eat ice, too much ice. She love ice, so she want to eat ice, and I say her don't eat this. Then again she will do the same things. So
What she does, she pins you, right?
she
What will you do when she is pinning you?
I like try to tell her not to do this and make her sit and
I'll give you a simple suggestion, okay?
okay.
Let her pin you and you get into an embrace with her. Okay? A nice hug. That pinning should lead to a hug.
Okay.
How would that experience be after that?
She will not do that, but she'll ask for that thing. Give me
That's
that
okay.
ice.
That's okay. You just say that, okay, you want that. I understand you want that. Strike a conversation about that ice.
Okay.
Ice, what happens? Where all ice is there? There are glaciers, there are Arctics, there are tundra lands, there are Siberia, there are clouds.
But you can understand that kids are like they want to eat means they want to eat that thing.
They agree. But they also want something which is far more than what they want to eat. They want stimulation.
Okay.
Something that stimulates their explorative nature. Children are very explorative by nature, very explorative. Right? If you give them a higher interest or higher stimulation or higher exploration, they forget everything else. Right? And how genuinely you offer and provide, that matters there.
Okay. Definitely I'll try this because
Yeah.
I am facing these things nowadays.
And if you're not able to do that, you may fail in your attempt. Okay, don't worry about that, and try again. If you really need more guidance, call me there.
Sure.
Okay, then I'll guide you further what can be done there. But I have seen it. It has worked with me. It has worked with thousands of parents. Thousands.
Yeah, because I also feel that I don't want to destroy my child's psychology and all things because of I don't have idea how to handle her. Yeah, because I don't want to spoil that thing.
Yeah. Okay. So, and again, don't get stressed about it. Okay. You
Sure,
don't want to do that is a resistance.
Okay.
You're not doing it. It is happening.
Correct.
It's not in your control.
Correct.
Now take charge of the situation and do something what you want to do.
Yeah. First thing, I'll try to drink lots of water.
Ah, I'm happy there.
Thanks.
And in summer now, you can actually drink buttermilk also. Suresh will say, Prabhat, is all nutrition session. What's happening here? What do I do? Stress is a topic like that. I have to mix everything. So, yeah, that's remember the steps, okay? First, take a step back. Whatever you're doing, stop doing that. Or stop resisting. If child is coming and pushing you, you get pushed and lead the child. You push me this way, this way, this way, this way. Right? Child will get tired pushing you. And you say, okay, let me turn, and you push me. Let's make a train. Okay, that pushing becomes a game. Right? So I don't know what will work, what ideas you will have to generate at that time, but you don't resist, child will also stop resisting. Okay, that's one of the primary ways to deal with stress in children. Because the moment we see they start resisting, that means we are also stuck somewhere. You also need to move from your place. Okay? Any questions? You know, Aarti is going to do that, but others? I know it's time. Suresh is looking at the clock. Others, any questions?
No questions.
You know, no question means two things, huh?
Yeah.
Either you got everything, or second one, I don't want to talk about that. Hope it's the first
True,
one, right?
true. Yes. Yes.
I like it.
Actually, sometimes mostly mama face these problems. Dad don't have these problems.
You see,
Mostly.
I cannot say that. I'm a dad and I also experience it. Huh? Everybody does it in different ways. Some people show up, some people don't show up. Right? So, and some more at some other time. I'm sure you're doing certain activities with Eva, so you are experiencing it upfront. Maybe right now. But yeah, as a father, I can see, even my wife Sumita also experiences it. I also experience. We both have different ways of handling it at times. Then we look at it, see, I'm getting carried away. I look at her, she did it beautifully, I want to do that. So I take a step back and do that. So it's again, same variations of taking charge of what I want to do rather than what I'm stuck at. Right? I want my children to read a book. So they say, yes, Papa will read a book. Okay, fine. But then my next instruction will read a Hindi book. No, Papa, I want to read a picture book. And there I'm stuck. So stress will happen. So I take a step back. Okay, fine. Whatever you want to read. So I'll read a Hindi book sitting here. You read whatever you want to read. You want to join me? Come, I'm here. You see, I'm doing something new now. So both the sides, stress goes away. So this is how I handle stress in my children. For myself, I do a lot of things, again, for adults, not going into detail, but few things that you should do. You should cook. You should do things which happen very slow. Cooking happens slow. You should do that. Cleaning happens slow. You should do cleaning. You should grow plants. It grows very slow. You should do that. Right? Do these kind of things, which happens very slow. You will feel good. Okay? And final thing, make sure you sweat every day. Water flushing the free radicals, sweat is one of the ways. Okay? So make sure you sweat every day. Every day. No discount. Okay? I'm sure, Suresh, these Zumba sessions are happening or?
No,
Not
not
now?
happening.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure Ethika will do something, but if nothing, do something at home. Sweat, yaar. It's the easiest thing to do. Okay. Any more questions? After this, I will not ask, if you don't want to ask. Okay, good. So question from my side, what is that you're taking back? One thing that you'll do, or rather, you'll stop doing it? People who have not spoken, speak those people, okay? I see Moshina, Praveen, Sujata, Vijay, Ramakrishna. Not Kiran, Srinivas, Aarti, and Deboshmita also spoke some, but I want her also to speak, yeah. And not Suresh, he also spoke already. People who have not spoken. Jaldi.
The greatest takeaway I will have is like this getting stuck. Is I feel sometimes ki, I should also be flexible. I should also take a step back. I feel it, but at that time I'm so stretched for time that I'm like, no, let me get it done with it. Whether he likes it or not, I'll just push him for that task or that feeding or whatever that is. So yeah, I do understand that, but at times I keep on pushing. So if I feel that's why he's resisting, because I'm pushing. So that is one thing, that if I can actually, make myself flexible, then maybe on the other side, he'll also show some flexibility.
Absolutely. So, lovely shared, Deboshmita. Thank you for sharing that. Who else? Ramakrishna?
Yeah.
You're not audible.
As I was, am I audible now?
Yes, it's much better.
Yeah. As I was listening to you, some thoughts were coming into the mind. I remembered something which was said by a great person. Children are born through us, are not by us or because of us. Okay. And they do have every right to live their life in their own way. We are just facilitating the process. And it is not that they have to live what we have missed. They have to explore and choose what they want to. And I generally think about these in bigger things. But today when I was listening to you, even taking food, if they want to make their own choice, I think we should allow that to happen.
As simple as that. Right?
That's a very nice session.
Lovely. Thank you for sharing that, Ramakrishna.
Thank you.
Who else? Vijay, Sujata, Moshina, Praveen. Jaldi, huh? Suresh will kill me after. Suresh will think Prabhat is devilizing him.
Yeah. You read my mind correctly. Okay, fine. I think thanks for the session. Thanks for the very insightful session, Prabhat. Okay, and thanks to everyone for participating in the session. There are 2 links mentioned in the chat window. Okay, one link pertains to joining the WhatsApp group in which parenting enthusiasts and people who are passionate about parenting are members. You could choose to join in that group. Prabhat would be available always in that group, if in case you have any questions or you want to talk to him personally, he's accessible there. So please feel free to join the group. And then there's another link which is a Facebook page, would request you to share your candid feedback, whatever suggestions you have, And whatever be the feedback, please share your honest feedback there. We'll be happy to receive the feedback. If it's good, we are happy. If there are any improvement suggestions, we're much more happier to take those suggestions. Okay.
Perfect. And before we close, so since Suresh, we talked about it's a series of sessions, right? So next 2 sessions will continue from where we are leaving today. Okay, so I think next 2 sessions, or one is like emotionally intelligent kids, and then what, parenting style, Suresh? Oh, see, another child has come to attend. Lovely. So the next 2 sessions will be quite connected with today's session. Okay, so see that, ensure that you are there. And these are happening on Saturday. Hopefully that's good, though we don't have too many choices. I'm not available on weekdays, so that's why choosing Saturday. All right. So lovely. Thank you for this generosity of yours to be there on Saturday and listening to me, participating. I hope you got good value of your time.